I wanted to make sure that the Parks and Rec staff are acknowledged. We've got a few folks that will be subject matter experts, and Elizabeth will talk a little bit about that. But Jill McGranahan's our PIO, Britta Herwig's city park planner, and all kinds of other stuff. Scott Robson, our deputy manager for parks and planning. Doug Woods, park operations. Stu Bader, park permitting. Dodie Erickson, director of recreation. Angela Casillas, our neighborhood liaison. Holly Woodbury's our development director. Oh, Fred Weiss, you're not sitting down. Our director of finance and admin, and Chantal Uthfunk, our special advisor to the manager for policy. Okay, at that, I think I'll turn it over to Elizabeth Suarez, who's going to be facilitating for us today.
Hi, good afternoon, everybody. My name is Elizabeth Suarez. I work for Community Mediation Concepts. We're a nonprofit organization that offers facilitation and mediation to the city and county of Denver, as well as several other municipalities across the Front Range. I will be facilitating this discussion with all of you. What I want to do is, first of all, review very quickly the agenda. All of you got an agenda in front of you. And I wanted to make sure that you realize what we're going to do concerning this and give you instructions of what's going to happen in the next couple hours. First of all, before we start that, I want to actually take a couple seconds to review some guidelines on how we're going to proceed in the discussion today. And I've went ahead and put the guidelines over on that wall in order for it to be legible and visible by all. Basically, number one, and this is the guideline that I always, as a facilitator, we always look for, and it's the one of respect. And basically what it means is that we're going to respect each other, no matter if the other person that's speaking at the time, you do not agree with that person. So it's a total level of respect that we want to ensure that we demonstrate to each other. The second one is like what Kevin mentioned. This is an information gathering meeting. I know this has been going on for well over 2 years, and based on the advisory board guidance and everything, it's time for the Parks and Rec Department to gather more information. So that's what's going to happen here. The next one is no decision is going to be made today. So we're not going to go up here at 5 o'clock and say, this is what we're going to do. So I want to make sure, reinforce that. This is information gathering. This is not a decision that's going to be made today. And last, this is not going to be a debate that can we have fee-based events. This is not a debate. We have already had this debate. So we're going to go forward and have the discussion and the information gathering that we need on the 4 topics that Kevin mentioned. Okay?
We're not starting with that policy and saying that policy document is not, we're not trying to redline that document today. What we're trying to go back and say, here are the 4 topics we've heard kind of in categories from the advisory board. We want to talk to you all, since you came up with some recommendations originally around these issues in similar fashion, to get your feedback from that.
Could we have those maybe present here? Well, those are...
That is. Let me go ahead and start the discussion.
No, point of order.
Okay.
Okay, I think, Kevin, that I was at that advisory board meeting, and you're misrepresenting what came out of that meeting.
I'm on the board.
Okay, hold on a second. Hold on a second. He has the
Respect.
floor. Yes, sir. Go ahead.
What was passed at that advisory board meeting was simply a statement that they approved of the concept of fee-based events. They then referred it back to this task force to come up with a specific proposal which they would then vote in favor or against. That's a lot different from saying they've approved of it and now you just fill in the details.
Joe Anderson, been involved with Parks and Rec for some 25 years. To me, don't have a lot to do with this, but it looks like it's being crammed down your throats. Exactly, and it just bugs me that we're not testing it. We don't have a track record. It just gets crammed down your throats. You're against it, and they're just going, how can we get it over with quick and get it to cramming?
Elizabeth?
Thank you. So let me give you some instructions of what's going to be happening now. We have 4 different topics that all groups, and the groups are the tables. Every group is going to be discussing the 4 topics we have talked about. How we're going to do this is we have a Parks and Rec staff that will be sitting at each table and will rotate the table. So for each topic, we will take 20 minutes. So for instance, the first 20 minutes, we will assign one group one topic, the other group the other topic, the third group the third topic, the fourth group the fourth topic. The staff from the Denver Parks and Rec will be the scribe. This is the person that will be taking all the notes. This is the person that will clarify questions. However, if you need subject matter experts, we do have Stu Baker, Fred Weiss, as well as Patrick Wheeler. Where are them? They're all around here? Okay, so if you need a subject matter expert, if you have a question, all you do is raise your hand. I will go to your table and I will find your subject matter expert, okay? After the 20 minutes are up, I will ask the staff from the Denver Parks and Rec to get up and move tables. So with this table is talking about the size of events, and here's the Park and Rec person that was talking, taking the notes about size of events. That person will get up after the 20 minutes and will come then to this table. So we will move counterclockwise. Again, the same thing. All of you stay in the same tables. It's only the staff of Denver Public and Denver Recs, Parks and Recs that will be moving. Does that make sense?
I too would recommend no events with conditions.
But your online newsletter.
Elizabeth said, we're not going to talk about that because that decision, we already had that debate, and that decision's already been made. But I don't know when that debate happened. I don't know when the decision was made or how the decision was made.
And
Never given task force
that
members
might be a way, instead of
as
building
a
on
choice
that.
for or against. It was supposing we had this, what would be the parameters. And that's
I
addressed.
am strongly object to the fundamental premise of this thing, that there already was a debate and a decision, a public decision about whether to have admission-based events. I think they violate the city charter.
Nice to know if
And so,
you know,
as to you. So I know everybody in the city administration has been convinced that they don't, but I think all those people are wrong. All right?
Now the trouble with is that given the premise that there's been a lot of input into this process, the Parks and Rec department has gone to the board, the advisory board, and they're asking a specific question now, it makes it hard to go back. So
Yes.
I think everybody's hearing that there are some people that don't want to move forward with in this direction, but I don't think that's answering the question. That's all I'm saying.
But the issue is that the task force was never given a choice to vote yes or no about whether there would be
Admission-based events.
mission-based events. They were told, supposing there were, what would the parameters be? So the Parks Department has acted, they've made a recommendation, not based on the task force. And I think that needs to be reflected. It also should be reflected that there was a year of no activity, no convening of the task force. And yet we are claiming that there was 2 years of discussion. There was not, and that should be reflected. It should be noted to the advisory board that both of those are limitations.
We can put that in the notes.